Today, we're going to be asking the question, how far can Mexi go at the 2022 World Cup? Because right, everyone, it is Finn here, and welcome back to another World Cup Wednesday, where, of course, don't forget, every single Wednesday leading up to the 2022 World Cup, we're going to be talking about a different World Cup nation. Last week was Ghana. You guys seem to absolutely love that video. Thank you for all the support on it. But, of course, this week is good old Mexico's turn. Good old Mexico. Now, of course, I feel like Mexico is a really interesting nation to talk about, as they are the nation with the most losses in World Cup history, which obviously, I mean, is kind of a good thing if you think about it.
Say what now?
It means that they consistently qualify for the world stage, but obviously they are notorious for making it to the round of 16 stage, for always making it out the group stage, but really over the last few tournaments struggling to make it further than that. And today we're going to be asking the question, can they finally break that curse? Can they finally make it further than the round of 16? Today, we're going to be talking about 3 reasons why you should not underestimate Mexico at this World Cup tournament. Now, of course, guys, as I said, every single Wednesday leading up to the World Cup, I will be talking about a different nation. As I said, last week was Ghana, this week is Mexico, next week might be like a team like Uruguay, or it could be France, whoever it may be. So, of course, if this kind of concept works to you, of course, if it is your cup of tea, or in this situation, cup of tequila, then don't forget to subscribe down below to not miss my World Cup Wednesdays. But of course, reason number 1 why you should not underestimate Mexico at this tournament is you just have to look at their recent tournament form, whether it be through trophies or just overall performances. I truly believe Mexico have improved in tournaments over the last few years, and this could really be the tournament where they break free. Obviously, one of the big talking points for them is the fact that they've got a really difficult group heading into the 2022 World Cup. They are essentially put between a Ballon d'Or sandwich, as they've got the likes of Robert Lewandowski with Poland and Lionel Messi with Argentina. They've both got the likes of Saudi Arabia in their group, and many people have kind of already written them off. Many people have said that Mexico won't even make it out of the group stage. But to me, you only have to look at their recent performances to realize that they could make it through. I mean, looking at the 2018 World Cup, they beat the likes of Germany. They made it out of a group with the likes of Germany in it. I mean, they've really proven that they can upset people, that they can upset the bigger teams. As I said, 2018, they made it out of a group with the likes of Sweden, Germany, and South Korea. Could this be the year where they do it once again and upset everyone? And of course, in terms of trophies, they've also won that in recent years. Obviously, when it comes to the Golden Cup, obviously they were runners-up in the 2021 Golden Cup, but they won the trophy in 2019, taking home the silverware, or in this case, I guess the goldenware, showing that they can win trophies versus top teams. I mean, if you compare them to everyone in their qualification group, they came second place. In fact, the only reason why they didn't win the qualification stage is due to goal difference versus Canada. They could have won their qualifications, obviously topping a team like USA, who ended up in 3rd place. Look, heading into this tournament, everyone's talking about USA and the fact that they've got the ability to upset, but yet Mexico placed higher than them. I don't understand why not more people are talking about them, to be honest with you. Obviously, looking at other tournaments, obviously in the CONCACAF Nations League, they came 2nd place in the 2019-2020 season. In the FIFA Confederation Cup in 2017, leading up to the 2018 World Cup, they came 4th place. And of course, in the Tokyo Olympics that were played last year, they brought home the bronze. Mexico have proven on many occasions that they can win trophies, that they can win versus big teams, and in a group with Saudi Arabia, Poland, and Argentina, once again, I believe they could cause a real upset. As we know, Poland have really underperformed in recent tournaments. They've got the big names in their team, but they seem to underperform. As we know, Saudi Arabia, Mexico should definitely be a better team than them. Looking at Mexico, they are ranked 9th in world football. That is right, they are ranked 9th. They are ranked higher than teams like Netherlands, the USA, Denmark, Germany, Uruguay, AFCON winners Senegal. Mexico are a highly rated team in the world right now and should not be slept on. They could 100% make it out of the group stage. Now, of course, after talking about reason number 1 being their recent performances over the last few years, reason number 2 why you should not underestimate Mexico at this tournament is because of their attacking trio, their attacking danger up front, and how dangerous their attack could be, especially when it comes to the group stage. I mean, looking at their performance through the qualifiers, they had the 3rd best attack out of all qualifying groups. Obviously, they had 17 goals in 14 games, and that's even considering the fact that Raul Jimenez was still struggling with a head injury through some of it. I mean, as I said, looking at their attacking trio heading into this World Cup, I believe it might be one of the most underrated attacking trios heading into it. Obviously, as I mentioned, their striker up front, Raul Jimenez. Now, of course, in the 2021 season, picking up a really bad head injury, he hasn't quite been the same striker since coming back. But of course, 6 goals and 3 assists in the Premier League this season shows that to an extent, he's still got it. And if he switches back onto form, he can be a really lethal talisman up front. I mean, it was only in the 1920 season where he scored 17 Premier League goals. Obviously, looking at Hirving Lozano, the Napoli striker in the left wing position, as you know, when he was younger playing for PSV in the Dutch Eredivisie, absolutely lethal with goals and assists. I mean, he gets on average 6.49 touches in the penalty area per 90 minutes, which puts him within the top 90% of percentile of wingers throughout Europe's top 5 leagues. Obviously, 3 shots per game puts him within the top 86 percentile in world football. Once again, although he's not quite there with numbers this season, could be a real attacking threat, especially next to someone like Raul Jimenez. And of course, that takes us to our third option with Jesus Manuel Corona. As I said, can you just imagine this attacking three up front versus teams like Poland and Saudi Arabia? I truly believe they could out-attack those teams. I mean, Jesus Manuel Corona obviously arrived from Porto to Sevilla over the recent transfer window, has gotten 4 assists in 12 games. An assist every 3 games, that's not bad for the winger. As I said, if you put Corona, Lozano and Jimenez in one team, it could really upsets the opposition. I mean, Corona's kind of taken over the world in the last 3-4 years. I mean, could it take over the World Cup in the form of Jesus Corona?
Too soon, Junior.
We're going to have to wait and see. I mean, it's only a pity that some big names will be missing out for Mexico. They could have had more attacking options. Obviously, the likes of Carlos Vela, obviously, as we know, has been doing brilliant for LA in the MLS, but unfortunately in 2018 announced that would be his last tournament for Mexico. As we know, a very lethal player up front. Obviously, the likes of good old Chicharito, the former Manchester United man. Once again, he scored 17 goals in the MLS for LA Galaxy last season. But unfortunately, between him and the coach, there has been a tiny bit of conflict. And the coach has come out to say that the reason he's not picking Chicharito is because he wants to give other players chances. I mean, for me, I don't believe it. Chicharito scoring 17 goals last season. How do you not pick a player like that? But as I said, their current front three could really give a lot of teams a run for their money.
What did he say?
And of course, that takes us to our third and final reason why you should really have a lot of faith for Mexico in this competition. And that is the fact that they've got a very solid, very reliable goalkeeper between the posts with the likes of Guillermo, or I'm sorry, as a non-Mexican, as a South African, I have no idea how to pronounce it, Guillermo Ochoa, the 36-year-old legendary goalkeeper. Now, of course, if you're like me and you like watching football from around the world, you'll know how absolutely brilliant this man is. A living legend, if you want to call him that. Obviously, he is the captain of this Mexican national team. Obviously, you would remember him from his La Liga days, playing for the likes of Granada and Malaga. Obviously, looking at him when it comes to international performances, obviously, he's won 4 CONCACAF Golden Cups. I mean, this man knows how to win trophies. Obviously, won the Golden Glove in the 2019 Golden Cup. Once again, recent performance, not bad for a 36-year-old. Of course, as I said, he's played throughout Europe. Obviously, I remember him for Spain, but obviously when he played in the Belgian Pro League, he won 5 Player of the Month awards for Standard Liège in the Belgian Pro League. That is not bad for a goalkeeper. And I believe if you have a solid goalkeeper like him in a very, very attacking group versus the likes of Lautaro Martinez, versus your Lionel Messi, versus your Lewandowski, they stand a really, really good chance defensively with a solid goalkeeper like him, because it is so crucial. As I said, having him with the likes of the attack, I believe Mexico could really go places this tournament. And that, of course, ladies and gentlemen, those are my 3 reasons not to underestimate Mexico at this World Cup. Now, of course, I can think of so many more reasons why you shouldn't underestimate them. They've got brilliant players wherever, throughout the defense, throughout the midfield. It's not just the attack, not just the goalkeeper, not just their recent performances, but there are so many reasons in my mind why you should not underestimate Mexico for this tournament. But you know what? I thought I'd keep it sweet. I thought I'd keep it simple and just stick with the 3. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today's video. I hope that you've learned 1 or 2 things about Mexico, and I hope that you've learned not to underestimate them throughout this tournament. I want you guys to put down in the comment section down below. Well, first of all, which nation do you want me to talk about next? And second of all, what do you think this group is going to look like? What do you think Mexico's group with Argentina, with Poland, with Saudi Arabia, what do you think the final standings of the group will look like? As I said, personally, I think that they will end up looking good. But of course, guys, as I said, I'll see you next World Cup Wednesday. I'll see you next Wednesday with a World Cup related video. Along with that, of course, I'll be posting other videos throughout the week. But guys, this has been Finn, FYNN. Good luck, Mexico. I believe you could cause a real upset. Until next time, cheers.